Hello folks. I'm in a good mood, don't worry about that. Yeah, I just did the video for that individual that was gently attacking me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's only right. Well, I just looked at the it's called analytics, I think, of the channel. Yeah, so in the past month, the past 28 days, I've earned 5 pence in my channel. See ya. So, yeah, obviously, I'm doing these videos for the money, aren't I? Why am I doing them for the views? Yeah, I mean, really, generally speaking, yeah, if my video gets 10 views, I think that's done pretty well. So, I'm not doing clickbait videos, am I, either? Yeah, it's anyone who wants to attack me, think for a second, what am I doing? Why would I put things out? You know, knowing that I'm quite likely going to come under attack because I'm saying things that are coming across as insane. Certainly if you're, you know, part of the church or anything like that, you're going to see what I'm saying is quite insane, and that's okay. That's okay, it should be. I mean, yeah, I was going to the gym and I was trying to help out some young bloke in the gym, and twice he decided to try and attack me. You know, he did a deep search on me on the internet, you know, to find anything that he could try and attack me on. And again, that's partly because of the fact I do these videos and I say things in these videos which is not the norm. You know, I don't say the normal churchy stuff. Well, it's not intentional, it's simply a case where I say what I feel God wants me to say. Now, sometimes there are going to be things that are controversial. Like the ones from yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, the one about spiritual child abuse. Those ones, pretty controversial. Because basically saying that the leaders of the church, you know, throughout the years have been systematically abusing the members of the church, and therefore those people are counted as children of God, so therefore it's spiritual child abuse, is pretty controversial. That's a pretty hard way of seeing things, isn't it? Yeah, but I'm not trying to see things that way in order to judge people, to condemn people, to label people, or anything like that. It's not about that. But it is about saying this is why we need to do things God's way, because when we try and do things ourselves, and we try and trust our own abilities, and we try and trust the ability of the church to decide how things should be done, this is what we made of it. So it's not shock titles or anything like that for the sake of it. It's because it really is about time that this was said, because it is true. I mean, again, I wish that people would, I mean, once or twice, I've actually had once, I think years ago it was, probably about a year ago now, that somebody actually decided to challenge me, but challenge me based upon what I was saying. And I didn't necessarily agree with what the person was saying, but I respected it, because at least they were challenging the content. Yeah, they were looking at what was being argued and they were challenging that. The problem is most of the people that would come on, and even this young person who was gently attacking me. Yeah, disappointment is that what they didn't do was challenge me based upon, yeah, that would have been better. That would have been so much better. I would have appreciated that a lot more. Because then, okay, you listened to what I was saying. You took notes of the points I was making, and you're challenging me based on that stuff. Okay, cool. Brilliant. But when someone says, but what have you achieved and what have you done? Excuse me, what am I supposed to say to that? Really? Yeah, you can say it to any person. Certainly go into your church and ask your pastor, what have they achieved and what have they done? They have to say nothing. They've been to Bible college. So bloody what? So what? They've been to college. So what? And it's Bible college, for goodness sake. Yeah, okay, where does it say in the Bible you should be doing that? I mean, what biblically should we be looking at for whether somebody has achieved? What trials and tribulations have you been through? That's what we should be looking at, not whether you've been to bloody college. But this is what they assume is how God's people should be trained, the same as the world. Yeah, okay. As I say, you've not read the scriptures where it says you're not of this world? You're not bothered to think that maybe that's meant for you? That maybe you're not actually of this world? Yeah, so, yeah, as I say, go back to the original question of this one. Why am I doing these videos? What am I getting out of it? Yeah, a week I put probably 4 hours, 5 hours worth of effort into doing the audios for the videos. I go out and do the still video things now, so you can have something better to look at, where the sound or footsteps or wind doesn't come over the audio. Yeah, so I deal with that. Why? For what? For what? I'm not saying for a second that means that people shouldn't attack me gently or otherwise, because that's just stupid, of course. You know, I don't have any merits for that. The merits I have are going to be with God, with Father. You know, the rewards that I want come from Father. They don't come from people that hear this. So I'm not doing it for that purpose. But just think before you decide to attack. What would be the purpose of this? Do I come across as if I'm completely and utterly insane and doolally? No? Then maybe I'm not. And if I'm not, then maybe it means that there's something about what I'm saying that may be true. And as I said before, I mean, the first question you must ask, if you get offended, is why am I getting offended by this? Because if this was insane, I'd just laugh at it. I wouldn't get offended by it. If I get offended by it, then maybe it's because there's at least some level of truth in this. And that's the case whenever you get offended. You should be asking that, because if it is a ridiculous thing that is said, you will not get offended by it. That's the reality. You would laugh at it. You would count it as ridiculous. You only get offended when you know to a certain degree that what's being said is true. Well, when I spoke to the pastor of the church I've been in before, I was in the church, and said, the problem is, I said, I have no respect at all for Bible college or what they train people to do, because I've seen no fruit come from that at all. No fruit, not one tiny bit of fruit has come from that. Not in my understanding. When I look at the world, when I look at, even at this church, the people in this church believe that they're doing quite well, and yet the way society is, we should have people queuing up on a Sunday to get in a church if that church is doing quite well, right? But they're not queuing up, so therefore, obviously, you're not doing quite well. You're doing pretty shit, really. And I didn't quite say all of that, but some of it. And he got really offended. He got really offended. Oh, he's heard people say this crap before, and he knows what it's all made of, and it's all demonic. And no, it isn't, sunshine. What's demonic is the way you were trained. For the church to decide to use a worldly system to train God's people is insane. That's what's insane. What I'm saying isn't insane. Or it may be, but it's no more insane than that. Having every church designed to be exactly the same is insane. It makes no sense at all. So you're in a church that is in every way, shape and form, by its design and everything about it, insane. And yet you're looking at me. Yeah. Well, the fact I'm saying things that aren't of the church, people find bonkers and bizarre and all that sort of stuff. Wouldn't it be more bonkers and bizarre if I was saying things that are of the church? The stuff that hasn't worked. So basically, look, I'm not hoping in any way, shape or form for people to start saying, oh, you've done so well done. Because to be honest, if at any point in time people say, oh, but you've done so well, my only response to that has to be, then thank Father for that. I mean, if you knew me, do you think I could come out of anything useful? That I could come out of anything good? Me? I know me, and I know that just isn't the case. I'm as much of a muppet as everyone else. As the thing says in my description. Really, with anything I say, you need to see the Father. You don't need to see me. You need to hear the Father. You don't really need to hear me. And that's the reality. So, I mean, If I was doing this channel as a way of upping myself, why the bloody hell would I share what I shared on the 24th? Why would I put that video on the 24th of October? Why would I put that video online? The channel at that point in time was called A Normal Christian, and the whole point of the channel was to share things that people go through at that point in time. Now the point of the channel is to point to Father. Simple. And to share whatever I think Father's giving me. Now I'm going to make mistakes in there. Of course I am. I'm going to be sharing things that aren't necessarily of God. That's going to happen once or twice or 3 times or 4 times or 5 times. Even in a week that may very well happen. Am I going to put anything online intentionally knowing that God hasn't wanted me to say that? No. But what you will find is you can go back even over videos over the past month or so, and you'll see that I've changed. The whole outlook has changed of what it meant and what was important has changed. I thought for a long time that we were of heaven, and that's what we were of, because where the word says you're not of this world, that we were of something, so therefore we'd be of heaven. And yet more recently I've understood that we're of Father, so therefore I've had to change that and say, no, okay, we're actually a Father, not of heaven. I got that wrong. But even though I got it wrong, saying we're of heaven is a damn sight closer to saying whatever the church is saying, that we're of Christ. I think that's what the church says. We're of Christ. Yet we're not. Although, actually, no, they're about the same, I guess. Because fair point. Yeah, fair point. Okay. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. They are basically about the same. So I was wrong, the church is wrong. We're not about Christ, we're not about heaven, we're about Father. That's what we're of, Father. We were created in His image originally, and we're supposed to be of His nature. So therefore we are of Him, Father. Not of Son, not of this world, not of heaven, but of Father. We're supposed to have people saying, oh, he looks just like his dad, when they see Father in us. And that's the point. That's the point of the videos, really. So there you go. I'm going to leave you to it. You take care. God bless. But yeah, think about that. As I say, monetization is turned off because it's not about making money. Couldn't care less about that. I could do the videos that other people do. I could do reaction videos. I could do all stuff like that. I'm not. Because that's not what's in my heart to do. There you go. You take care. God bless. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.